right. Hi, guys. So it's bizarre, but this is absolutely real. So, a number of things happened over the last few months. First, Anthropic was doing work with the federal government, and they drew a line in the sand, basically saying to the federal government two things. One, you're not going to be able to generate autonomous weapons using our AI technology. And two, you're not going to use our technology to maximize surveillance. And then today, we found out that Claude's source code was leaked to the public, which is so cool for someone like me, where I can go make and build a bunch of random cool shit. Or it's also the exact plot in my book, The Field of Purple Bonnets. So in my book, The Field of Purple Bonnets, which I wrote a whole year ago and is publicly available on Substack already, but in The Field of Purple Bonnets, the main character, he invents some technology, and then he gets a lot of pressure from the government to utilize his technology for what he considers evil, and that really destroys his relationships as he tries to go along in balance with them. And then he eventually does a full release of this technology and take it completely open source to allow the rest of the world to catch up with those capabilities. And I think about that as what I call technological parity, which is incredibly valuable because when someone has a significant technological gap over another person, they have the ability to abuse them. So I am already convinced that AI technology is being used for disinformation campaigns and for shifting people's perspective from normal to aggressive all the way over to fully radicalized. And I think that's the primary driver of our current political climate, where you see people who are very detached from facts, reality, and you can't pull them back with information. They need to be pulled back with the same thing that got them there, which is long range bubbles and consistent influence driving to just essentially drip them one drip at a time into a completely different mindset. And I think is unethical, but I think it has to be done as a reaction to people being pushed where they are with those same means, right? So that's why technological parity is important. But when I saw this article, I immediately started thinking, my book is prophetic. It's fucking prophetic. It's straight up what happened with AI technology. I don't know how to feel about that. But anywho, I think you should read my book and go all the way to the end. Because this isn't the end. This is the middle where the plot starts to thicken and get more aggressive. The pace starts to pick up. And the book is also transitioning from kind of a romance novel into more of a techno thriller, right as this is starting to happen inside of the continuum of my book. And I really, really think that that third act might also start to echo into reality, which I hope not. But hey, what do you think? Let me know.